All right, so I'm gonna just talk. I'm talking this out right now because I'm like, instead of just me just saying it in my head, let me just talk this out. You know, whatever I say, whatever I say. So I was just thinking about examples, how like we need more positive role model examples around in different areas. So what somehow came to my mind, I was thinking about premarital sex, how somebody, like for me, I'm speak on me, I'm speak on myself, what I know, what I experienced, my experience so far. Okay. So growing up, I was told, hey, don't have sex until you're married. Here go my daughter. Yes, Eleanor. You want some of these? Okay. Oh gosh, your plate. Okay. So I was saying about when how I grew up, with my parents for a while, both of my earthly parents, and then my grandparents for a while, my dad's parents. I lived in a household, and then my mother's grandmother down the country. But anyways, in all these households was like Christian driven. Like we going to church Sunday and some other days throughout the week. And grandma and is in such and such membership, and a usher, or like cousins is this, uncles is this involved in the church. So anyways, growing up, I was, grew up, hey, don't have sex, before you're married. And if you do, it's a sin, it's premarital sex and this and that, of course, I ain't thinking about none of that. So, I don't know, I was just thinking, like, for, for my parents, to say that to me, like, before, well, let me see, because they was married when I was born. Yeah, my parents was married. Let me see, my mom, yeah. I mean, let me see. They was in high school, and yeah, they had my sister. My mom had my sister. I believe she was 17. Had me when they was 18. Well, when she was 18, got married when she was 18. But I believe she was all, yeah. My parents was already married when they had me, and I'm thinking, like, I haven't even like talk to them about this, or even ask them, hey, what was your pregnancy like with me? Like, I haven't, talked to them about none of this, or asked them. But so I'm just going off what I know or feel, or just like see. I'm just, this is, my story, like how I see it. Like, how can I say this? When my parents, well, when my mom was pregnant with me, I feel as though someone came to them separately, my mom and my dad, and then together, or together and well, no, it have to be separately first and then together. and just told them about me. Like, told my mom, like, hey, go through with this pregnancy. Because my mom was 17. She just had my sister. She pregnant again with me. It's like still being a teenager, and it's just like, you know, 2 kids. But then you're looking at the positive, like, okay, it's by the same person. Well, and then everybody probably in a year, y'all might as well get married. Y'all might as well get married. Y'all got another child on the way. Like, just get married. And I'm just thinking my parents, was not 100%. What? More? More? Okay. So, I just be, well, how can I say this? Yeah, like, like, to be put in that circumstance or situation as a teenager, no matter what time of year, y'all want to pick, if it's the 1970s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, like a 17-year-old female have a child already and is pregnant with another one by the same person, still in high school. Like, that decision for a woman, a lady, a mom to make when she already have a previous, child by the same, by the same person, it's like you be thinking like, okay, my life, I'm not struggling, but I'm like right there, and why would I put more on when I can just focus on what I got going on, and like, don't even, like, if you see, I don't know, you have to just already see it played out, see it already happening, seeing it already done, and knowing what path, like, nah, this is the better one. Even if the better one, at that moment, like, you probably see bits and pieces of it. But that path that you see, that if you don't go through with, having, you know, you would, you see straight through, you'd be like, all right, graduated school, this and that, whatever. We probably end up getting married, and but then then after that part, that's all you was like really looking for. It's some more after that, but you like, I ain't even bother looking. Like, hey, we end up getting married like 4 years down the road, and we still only have one, you know, one child. So you don't even bother like thinking past that, because that's what you was focused on. Like, hey, if I don't have it, what's going to happen to us? Oh, okay, we get married. Okay, some more. Wow. Okay. Oh, Lord, I think this might be it. Okay. So, let me see, what was I saying? So yeah, so as a mom, you know, you see that, or excuse me, or that can be a view, a path, a vision. You know, you see, you like, all right, cool. If I go that route, but if I go the other way, because it's either yay or nay, like it's no in between on this particular question, on this particular, you know, situation, circumstance. It's either a yes or no, yay, nay, up, down, whatever. It's like there's no in between on this one. You can't, like, you either do it or you don't. So if you go the other way of going through with the pregnancy, and it's like you should be like, all right, for one, you automatically thinking about your current, like, what do you see, like, right now? What do you feel? What's going on in your life right now? Why are you pregnant? So you like, I already have a child, and I'm, yeah. What was my mom? Yeah, my mom was staying with my grandfather. Yeah, her dad. Oh, yeah, right down the street from my dad, down the alley. Call it the alley. So it was like she would have been in a household. Well, no, cause she had my sister. So they was already living with my grandparents. See, this kind of stuff, I'm like still putting pieces together. So where was they living together when they had my sister? Mm-hmm. See, I don't even know. But wherever that her living situation may be, she know that it can go different ways. Hey, we can stay with over here. We can stay with my mother. We can stay with my father. We can stay with your parents. You know, we can get a place together. So it's like the living situation probably was like, you know, we got options. So that's not really whatever. And then looking at the schooling situation, you like, okay, somebody already babysitting, you know, my daughter while I'm in school now. They can just babysit, you know, the second one while I'm in school, so I'll still be able to finish. The dad already working doing it, so you just thinking like, uh-oh, what happened? So they something was in my pocket, but now they empty. All right. what was that thing? So basically, I'm just saying, for that situation or circumstance, you have to make a clear decision of what it is, what route you're gonna take, what you're gonna do. Are you gonna create your own? Are you just gonna just be like, hey, like who do you go to for, like who advice, who do you speak to, about your decision, like what's going on inside your head, like what's weighing the options of yay and nay. You gotta look at them pros and cons, and then you gotta look at the cause and effects. It's like for you to make that decision, as the mom carrying, it's like, and mind you, I keep bringing up the same person because it's like if you don't have this one, if you say a nay to this one because hey, two kids at the age of 18, and whatever, no, you say no to this one, like how can you move forward in a relationship with that person? Like, you're gonna be like, well, not at this, not the right time. That's what a lot of people say. This not the right time. And then it's like, well, when is the right time? 6 years from now, 7 years from now, 2 years from now, like, because I'm like, if that's not the right time, is what is like, it's like, can you see yourself having another child, or being pregnant with this person after you say no to a one before? It's like, it's like, well, now is not the right time for this one, so it's a no for you, not at this time. But then it's like that decision, like the effects of that decision, like who, and then it's like who, and it, I don't even like so. Okay, thoughts is like pressure. Like, oh, okay, it was a whole lot of pressure. Oh, that's what it is. So a whole lot of people was pressuring them to not have me. And that's what it is. Oh, okay, confirmation. And I just felt like someone came to them and was like, listen, the child you're carrying is very, very special. Bring it forth. Like accept it. Like, like, mm. So I feel like that's what was weighing them, or weighing my mom mostly. My dad, I don't know, I think, I think my dad already knew. Like, he just knew. I think my dad knew before he even got my mom, pregnant, like, hey, I think he's like, if it happens, I don't think he was like planning on like, yeah, I'm gonna, do a second one, yada yada yada. I don't think it was nothing planned like that. I think it was more so like, hey, we ain't using no kind of, protection or nothing like that. So whatever happens, whatever happens. If it is, it is. If it, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And then boom. So then I think that's when my dad was like, yep, I already know who she is. I already know what it's gonna be. Can I help you? Can I help you? I just changed you. Did you poop? Oh, no, it's just gas. But I know it's coming. The way it's... Come on. Cup. There you go. Red cup. Come on. Get up here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on. Now stand up. Again. Good job. What did you like? You didn't want to say it. You want some juice? Some water? Ooh. Some water. Eleanor, we ain't finna play with this. Okay, that's enough. Good job. Slowly, slowly. You hear you feeling it, so it's all good. Mm. 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 Good job. Here, your shirt a little wet. It's okay. You want some more or you good? Red? Okay. Okay. Ooh, there's a wind. One come through. And there's air. Okay. Um, all right. What was the last thing? Something about pressure. Somebody commented on the page. Mm, but yeah, so again, I ain't talked to them about this or asked them. So this is just, me, what uh, so anyways, so I just, like I said, I know, I just feel, I see, uh, you know, like somebody coming to them and like, go through with it. Like, and when everybody is telling you no, 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 and then you like probably like asking them like, why you say no? I shouldn't, I shouldn't have, my second child like go through with this pregnancy. Like, why you say that? And if they talking about, well, financial money, you have to work two jobs, you barely making it, like if they saying things dealing with that, like what other, I couldn't even, I don't know. I think that's why it might be. I mean, I'm quite sure they can say other things, but I'm like, if they just saying, "Hey, man, nah, it's already hard out here. You're already struggling. You're already on assistance, and you not even getting raises from your job, or you gotta, do the school thing, and then daycare. If it's stuff with like money wise, I'm quite sure they was thinking like, damn, everybody just telling us no, no, no because money, saying that we won't be able to financially support another child, like a family of four. But when it's like we can cut back on some stuff, or like we can, I don't know, it's like that shouldn't, stop. But if you thinking, if, how can I say it? Everybody is saying no, 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 no. But then you get that one, I mean, no, because of the financial thing. And then you like, that's it. But in your mind, you like, you looking past the financial because you're not even thinking about all that. You like, because you know what you can do. You like, none of my children, I hear you. Oh my goodness. See, that's the moment of silences. That's for y'all to breathe. All right, so um, so yeah, I'm like thinking about different things, but I'm just like, even when you have that one, yes, even if you have pros and cons, and then you have a whole lot of cons, but then you just got that one pro, it's like, just go with the pro. Like, yeah, you got 100 cons. No, 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 because of this, because of that, because of that, because of this. You like, damn, you writing it down, or because you like agreeing with it, like you can see it. You're like, well, yeah, that could happen. Yeah, that is gonna happen. Yeah, probably so. Yeah. So you like, yeah, these cons are like, yeah, a whole lot of stuff can happen if I go through, in a negative way, like cons. And then you like, well, if I have it, you know, continue. Like, like I don't know, like I can't even explain it. Like what? Like, I guess everybody's pros is different because I can't even like just like it's not even picking. It's like it is what it is. And for me, I'm just feeling like love. I'm like that curiosity, that like determination, that will, like when you get that pro and say you already most likely wrote down some couple of cons already, you know, but then you get that pro, you like you already know you had to step up from them cons already. So like that pro, like I can't even explain it. Like shoot, I know that's what it's just like. Okay, if I get if this pro like outweigh. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just felt, man, everybody's different. Everybody different. But I'm saying, I don't know. But there's so many pros. It's so many pros. Because I'm just like, if it's like, okay, I go with this, if it's a yay, you already got to be thinking good. Like you already gotta be like joyous because it's like, why not? Like oh, like I can't explain it. Like oh my goodness, yeah, it's like that feeling. Like I don't know, like when you already like how can I say this? Like things just don't sneak up on you. Like I gotta say they don't just sneak up on you like pregnancy. Like okay, for me and I'm quite sure for a lot of females out here, we know like we don't just um know that we not pregnant or know that we pregnant. How can I say this? Like some women, some of us know we pregnant before we even get pregnant. Like it's like, oh, I might be pregnant. I don't know. It's different. But I'm like, far as at that moment where, okay, you took a test. See, even before taking the test, you already had that thought of like, I could be or I might not be. So that right there will already have pushed you in further into the future. Like, okay, if I am, then oh my goodness, this. And then if you smiling at like this, or like this, or keep going back and forth smiling and like, yeah, but and then, it's like, okay, that's like a pre, I don't want to say pre-test. I don't know what I just came to my mind, but pre-test. Well, I guess I know why I'm supposed to say it. Pre-test. What? job. Thank you. Jump. Again. Okay, and jump. Good job. Last time. And jump. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Um, let me see. What was the pressure, yeah. So it's like before. Wait, let me. I made this too hot. I gotta wait for you for a little bit. Um. Okay, so it's like you know that it's a possibility before you even took a test to confirm it. So, as you know, a woman, a lady, whatever, once you know or you think that, it's a possibility that I could be, but I'm not sure, you already start thinking about the future. Like, oh my goodness, if I am, then you think about immediate future. It depends what future you probably think about first, the immediate future or the future, you know. Like way past the current future. Yeah, like I can't even. It's like, yeah, her zoom. Yeah, like you just run past the current and the right after current. You already like 20 years ahead, maybe 10. You already like, all right, like, hey, you're not into, okay, if I am, then you probably think about how you want to tell the person. And then after that, you be like, all right, so wow, like two, three, four, five, however many kids it is, like wow, like okay, and then you start adjusting already in your mind to an addition, like your mind already start adjusting to it. Like, all right, so I'm gonna start doing this, or I'm gonna see, can such and such start doing this for me? I just have to, probably apply to this other position, and they did say they was hiring, and and then or something, or just whatever. Like your mind already start planning for the future you know, with another addition. But then, like I say, you do be thinking about, all right, how I'm gonna tell them. Like, so I'm like, and of course, I ain't gonna say of course, but you will start thinking about, on the flip side, what others would probably be like, oh, or they'll probably be like, oh, I don't know, like a not so good vibe with them. And you'll be like, oh, well, it's my life. Or you probably start being like, or start thinking about, well, they actually, I don't know, probably don't. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm quite sure what that is. I know what it is. Like, what people think about me, think about us. I had that thought before. Like, how would they, see me as? Like, oh, what? You got, like, already prejudging, like, in a sense, due to my current circumstance. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm about to start. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure people would think that. Like I said, I've been there before. What would people think about me if I go through this? If I don't go through with it, 'cause people would know. Because people are nosy, or you know, like who do I tell somebody? Do I get advice from somebody? Like, and then the last person you be thinking about is yourself. And that's the last person you be thinking about. You don't be thinking about how that would make you feel, how you would feel about it, your feelings, your your future with whatever decision. Like you're not oh, I see the outside. I'm talking about like feelings, like you're coping, you know the effect from the cause from whatever, pain, I said pain, from whatever path, the yay or the nay. Eleanor. Okay. Um, what was I saying? Okay, mothers. Um, you already seen it, you feel it, you know it. Yeah, you already started adjusting, thinking about it. And then, like I said, when you tell somebody, like I said, everyone's situation is different, but it's also like the same. So as a woman, when you gotta tell, especially if you took a test without him, you know, without him, like, hey, well, actually, no, even before that, because you gotta let him, you gotta tell him, like, if he, this is, I don't know, I guess if he ain't bring up the test, then it's like, you know, he probably telling you, you know, hey, you pregnant, I don't know. But I'm like, you still gotta be thinking about, okay, how do I tell him? How do I tell, you know, my child's father, okay, we're having a baby, first, second, third, whatever. But hey, we're pregnant. Like, even if it's something planned, like, you know, that's something you still, you know, hey, it's planned. We wanted this to happen, and then like you take one on the side, you know, well, not even on the side, but well, shoot, who knows? Because he probably was like, I want to be there with you, but you want to take it before he know, before you know. But anyway, but but then say yeah, you do take it without him. You still gotta let him know like the results. So regardless, that you know, I did still gotta come in your head like, okay, now I gotta watch his reaction. But I'm like, you know, we said this, you know, we wanted this and we've been trying to have one. So this is going to be like a surprise, you know, it's not going to be more of a announcement, you know, like a, hey, you know what, we're pregnant, or, you know. And then what I also noticed too is about how you tell somebody, how people tell people things. Like even just that news, like, hey, if you like when you tell people you excited, hey, yeah, you know, I'm pregnant, about to have a baby, wow, you know, and then you know that's like good news for you. And if the people you telling, if they not all like feeling your same energy, like, oh shucks, oh, congratulations, yeah, yeah, you know, if they not like that, if they just like, oh, for real, oh, so you and such decide to have it, or who is this by? Oh, what? Oh, did you tell such and such? Do the guy know? Like, what? For real? Who you dating? Who you been seeing? You know? Or how you gonna do that? Like, how you gonna? What's this gonna be your fourth? What is it gonna be your third? You know? If they all, you know, like that, it's like, well, damn. What do my child? What do you have against my child already? Like, you already like doubting my child. You feel me? Like what? And I'm happy, you know. I'm like cool with it. I'm chill with it, and I'm bringing it to you in a chill, you know, celebratory way. Like, hey, yeah, you know. And you just like, oh, okay, interesting. Like, you know, it's like, alrighty. So then I'll be like, yeah, my child gotta be special. Because for the ones who's just like, no, no, don't go through with it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mm, excuse me. Excuse me. So it's like if if whatever energy you bring, if they don't bring that same energy or better, then it's like, uh, excuse me, what did my child do to you? But if you present it, if you go up and tell, people in like a downer kind of a way, like, man, I gotta tell y'all something. Like what? Yeah, I done took a test and it said, yeah, I'm about to have another one, or I'm about to have one, whatever. And then they like, what? You sure? Yeah, that's what the test said. So, and then your energy, and then if that person is feeling your same energy, like, oh man, damn. So how you feeling? What are you gonna do? And then that's when you probably be like, I don't even know, man. I got this, I got that, I got that. So that person or people who you telling, they just riding off your energy, like, yeah, yeah, true, well, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then they gotta throw in like a positive, because most likely you probably just throwing out a whole lot of, things that will hold you back. Like, hey, this will happen. It's gonna take me longer to get this, and then I gotta change my money to do this. I can't save up for a car. I gotta start saving up for a kid, and this and that, and yada yada. So then that person's like, well, yeah, yeah, true, because you the one naming it. Like, so you already seeing this future, being played out in your head. So the person is just like, well, okay, yeah, true. Like, I mean, you the one thinking it. It's your life, so why would I not be like, no, no? It's like, well, yeah, that is true. That couldn't happen. Yeah, yeah, if you do that, yeah, yeah. And then after you say all that, that person who you telling would be like, look, all that stuff can happen, but shoot, this would be like such and such to have a person to play with, or it'll just be fun because it'll be such and such. It might be a boy, it might be a girl, whatever, and it's gonna be such and such first, boy or girl, grandchild, like something. So it's like that person gotta like thinking a positive. Oh yeah, shoot, this baby shoot might change the world. Like they just that alone. And then, you might be like, yeah, that is true. And then you start thinking, well, yeah. And then you gotta feel it. Because I'm like, after a while, from you knowing to when you finally decide what decision you're going to make, like, you already will have to know before that decision, you know, was made. Like, you shouldn't be standing up at the thing, still debating, like, oh, it should be, alright, this is, I already know what I'm gonna do. So when somebody asks me, or when it come time to whoop de woo, it's like yay or nay, and that's it. It's like I'm not changing my mind no matter whoever come to me, speak to me, say this, say that. Like my mind is made up. Like especially if I made peace, if I made peace, within myself or whatever decision I made. So it's like, all right, I got a lot of people telling me no, 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 not to do it, not to move forward with it. And then I'm over here like, yeah, some of that stuff could be true, but I'm not even looking at it the far as the financial with it. Because I'm like, shoot, man, children, that's just, that, they priceless. Like, it's, what I always say, precious. Yeah, precious, priceless. Priceless. I mean, it's like, mm-mm. So you already would see a brighter future. I mean, that's just me. I'm already seeing like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and I don't, man. But I'm like, yeah, some decisions where you looking at the circumstances. Well, no, I'm gonna say not even the circumstances, the foundation. When I went through something, I looked at the foundation of where if I start a whole new person coming out, I'm like, what's the foundation of how it all started? Like if that foundation, I don't know. Well, that's just me. Everybody different. Yeah, everybody different. But anyways, wow, where am I going off to? But yeah, but on a, I don't know, kind of a level that's just like, hey, why is there so many people that don't want me to have it? To have my child. I'll be thinking about that, like, damn, do y'all know something that I don't know? So going back to my parents, I'm thinking that's really what was going on. Like a lot of people was like pressuring them not to have not to have me. I don't think it was my parents to be like, oh no, I don't want to go through with having a second one. No, no, no. And then people like, no, go through it, go through it. No, I don't. Maybe in some other people's story, but not in mine. Not in mine. My parents was like, they want to, like, why not? Like we can listen to what you want to say about the situation, but you know, it's like, of course, our ultimate decision, but y'all just giving us more notes or more things to like soak in and analyze to see what we're feeling is true. So y'all just giving us confirmation, really, for the people who keep saying no and don't go through. So that's why I'm like, somebody had to came to my parents. It was like, listen, look, y'all know this child right here. And just know it's a go. Like, when I say world, when I say who you have inside, like, come on. And that brings me to like the similar story for Mary and Jesus. It's like somebody, I really do feel like somebody came to my mother. My mother name is Diane Marie. And it's like, that's what I feel. Like somebody had to know about me. Feel like and different things. My mother already told me stories about how she was a child when some gypsies, um, when some gypsies wanted to take her. Oh no, was it? Yeah, wanted to take her when she was down the country. But that's a side note. This is even before she had me. But anyways, I'm just like, What was I just saying? Like, I don't know. I just felt like people was pressuring them. No, 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 no. Don't go through with it. Don't go through with it. And then they always was like, yeah, that they are. But let's just ask people why. Well, let's see why. Because somebody or someone came to them and was like, look, you know, prophesied prophecy. This is happening. Yada yada. Y'all been chosen to have Demitra come out and this and that, and believe me, y'all just got to believe in her. Of course, during this time you want to get judged, you want to get this, you want to get that, but just have faith and remember, like, who and what your child is, who and what Demitra is already, will be, to be, is now, right now, always. Cause I'm like, man. So yeah, so obviously they were along with having me, but and then they got married. Yeah, they got married before I was born. So I'm just like, I think that whole marriage thing was like the the more and more pressure. Like, okay, fine. Like, people was like, damn, we ain't. I don't know. Let me think about this, because I'm like, say my dad was all for go to get married to my mom. Like, hey, yeah, she got, she about to have my second child and yada yada and whatever, whatever. And I'm working and stuff like that. And hey, why not? Let's just get married, because what are we waiting for? Like, we got two kids, you know, about to have two kids. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? So it's either now or not. Not never. It's either now or not. So so then I think, like, who knows if that's what his mindset was on, or if that's what her mindset was on. Like, look, we got two kids. Now I don't want people to be thinking I'm just, out here hoeing around. You got to put a ring on me and this and that. I got two of your kids, and let these females know that, like, hey, it can go so many ways. Like I said, I ain't never asked him about this, so I'm just saying what I feel, what I know, what what's coming up. So I'm just like I said, it can go different ways. So, hey, what was I just saying? Me about the whole marriage thing. So, or neither one of them probably wanted to, to get married. Like, who knows? Like, it was just like, nah, man, we just got a baby. We ain't trying to do that. Or what if both of them wanted to get married, but then other people was like, no, 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 don't get married. Y'all, So yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. I'm gonna select that one. Because that's what I feel like. Yeah, it's more comical, but it's more like realistic. It's all fun. So, so then, like, the people who kept saying no, don't go through with the pregnancy. No, 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 no. Once my mom was like, yeah, they was like, take it. Oh, Demitra is getting close to being born. We and it's like a rules or list of something that had to happen before I came out. Something. So there was like to be legitimate. So just like, damn, okay, she passed that one, dang it. So then it became the merge thing. Well, Demetra's still not going to be considered if her parents are not married before she come out, because that's the rules, that's the law. In order to be the real Demitra, I don't know, the real heir, here is like, hmm, you know. So it was like, okay, we got to keep them from being married, keep them from getting married, keep them from getting married, before she's born, So it was just, and I'm quite sure things probably happened. Who knows? My parents probably, like I said, wanted to get married, but people around it probably was like, no, no, no. But I'm quite sure some people who was like, yeah, why not? Like, y'all got two kids, yeah, sure. Because then the people who probably said no at first, but then realized, like, damn, I might as well be on y'all team because so many of us was like, don't go through it, don't go through it. Like, you had a whole lot of pressure up on you, for the cons if you do go through it. Like, you, man, and then you went through it. Like, you was, you just went straight through. You was like, yay. So, nigga, I was saying, don't even go through it, but I see you went through it and you made it, and you making it, you happy, you didn't shoot. So I'm rocking with you. So I mean, yeah, that's what you want to do, get married, yeah. Y'all go ahead and get married. But then it's still the ones that was saying no to pursuing, you know, the pregnancy. Was like, no, no, no. And then, hey, my mom said, yeah, I'm going through with it. And then they still saying no. They're like, well, no, we're going to catch her up something. She still got, you know, um, 7 months, 6 months left. Like, we got this. We got this. Something can happen. And, then, Demetria ain't going to come. Like, something. So I'm quite sure during that time, my parents were like, yeah, going to get married and this and that. I'm quite sure them same people who were saying no, don't go through with it, they was probably plotting on the next one. Like, okay, how are we going to do this? Oh, marriage. Yep, they want to get married. We got to tell them no, don't get married. We got to cause commotion in their relationships. We got to do this and have them nitpick with each other and be like, see, and bring us some old shit, that doesn't happen so they can be like, nah, man, I can't get married with you. We got to have her go out some nights or, hey, my dude, hey, such and such partying at this club, at this party, this house party. Come roll with me, come roll with me. Trying to set my dad up or whatever to be enticed by some girls and stuff like that. So my mom would find out and be like, no, I'm not marrying you. And people would be like, yeah, hey, you're not getting married. So I'm just thinking it was so many kind of setups to get my parents not to be married together. Like I said, this is what so many people was plotting on them. Like, they can't get married, they can't get married. Because if they do, Demetria will come out, she'll be legitimate. She'll be cool. She'll be the heir. Like, she know that this is her. She just gotta realize it. Like she's the only she's like, oh, you feel me? So then, so yeah. So I'm quite sure during this time when my parents was, probably planning out, seeing what kind of marriage, see what kind of ceremony they wanted to have. I don't even know what my parents like. Wouldn't I guess a courthouse. I don't know. And it's like whatever. They still got married. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Since they knew, and like I said, the people who kept saying no, no, no in the very beginning, they knew how special I was because they was targeting me. People was targeting me before I was even born. So it was like, oh, can't have her parents being married. So since we know that Demitra is like the heir, just say royalty, keep it simple. We know that Demitra is royalty that's coming out, woody woody woo, and then the parents probably know too. So we gotta stop them from having a big wedding because we know that's what they want. We know, you know, the mom and dad want a big wedding. So they was blocking like so many things, but then at the same time, my mom and dad was like, yeah, we wouldn't mind having, a wedding at a church and this and that. Like, yeah, we wouldn't mind having that. But then things kept blocking it. So we just realized, like, you know what? We ain't tripping. We just go to the courthouse. So then now people was already, like, congratulating. Like, yeah, we did it. We stopped them from getting married. Like, nah, you blocked a specific date or something. But we went on to the next date because the other date was more better. And then the location was even better. Better. You know what I mean? Like something. So like people was like, yeah, they're not having it at this big place and well at this church and this and that. Yay, we stopped and they not getting married at all. But then little did they know that parents was like, we could just go to the courthouse. Like that's cheaper route to go anyway. Simple. And then everybody who was like, oh my goodness, we forgot about that. We forgot about the courthouse. We didn't think they was gonna do it. We thought Diane was going to be mad for not having a big wedding. Oh my goodness, we forgot to block the courthouse. Who do we know in that courthouse? And then like other people, that's when more the no's, the blockages. And that's when some of them start like, you know what? F it. Like we on their side now. Like we realize Demitra is who she is. Like this baby, instead of trying to not have it come out, let's protect it. Like for real. Because yeah, we blocked them from having a big wedding, but well, a wedding at the church. But look at this, they going to the courthouse. So I mean, we wasn't even thinking about that. So look, they still did it again. They moved past another level. So let's, people was even saying, man, let's just call it off. Let's just embrace it. Let's embrace this baby. But then it's like, as my mom carrying me, things kept getting stronger, energy stronger. Like my mom was probably glowing, like, and my dad, but especially my mom. Like people would probably just be like, oh my goodness, like envious or something of my mom because she was carrying me. So I don't know. I just got like, mm. So but yeah, so they, of course I made it through and I believe they got married at the courthouse. And, my mom, she stayed at school with two kids, a senior with two kids. My dad, he started working full time, or probably two part-time jobs, something, I don't know. But I know he used to work at Church's Chicken, and I know that much. I know that much. So yeah, but believe me, and growing up with both of them together had its pros and its cons. But for the most part, it was just like the experience. Like, wow, oh my goodness. Like, man, the experience with them two. Man, I'm just thinking about like couldn't pick the about to say a better crew. Well, y'all did good. Y'all did good. Like, yeah. What else? What else I want to say? But yeah, but I think I'm just in it right here. But let me remember. See, can I sum up what I was talking about? Um, shoot, I don't even know. Just know that I guess people been waiting for me, plotting on me, realizing I was who I am before I was even born. A lot of people switched up on different sizes, kept passing them checkpoints and stuff like that. So yeah, like, and it's just confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, and people would still don't want to acknowledge it. Like, y'all, I mean, y'all keep procrastinating, but I'm like, what's y'all just holding your own self up, like for real. Like, listen, I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to chill. But I can't do that until y'all freaking do that. Like, shoot. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all need to get in line for real. Yeah, y'all need to get in line because, I mean, man. Can I get some back massages, full body massages? Like a chef? Like, for real. Like, just that breath of fresh air. Like, man. I'll be like, shoot, can I get a vacation? I'm like, goodness, I'm always up on this clock. I don't even, like, I'm freaking time. So I'm like, I don't freaking stop. Ooh, I can't stop. Like, about to be like, I'm on vacation, y'all. Like, time is in my name. So I'm like, everything on pause for a second. Put everything on pause. Like, for real. Yeah. Alright, I'll come back a little later. Huh. Alrighty. Alright.